Follow the road to the right, and then let's turn left out of the driveway. The indicator's on the other side. Signal is on the other side. Yeah.
Okay. So the right?
Yes, left, please.
Oh,
yes. Signal is on the other side. Take your time. Take your time in the first 5-10 minutes. You know, just getting used to the indicator, the signals.
Yeah, for me, this left-right thing is a big issue.
Assalamu alaikum and kia ora everyone, it's Muneeb from Social Driving Academy, and today I have brother Faheem with me here for a full license mock driving test. So welcome brother Faheem. So you've converted a license from overseas and now you've got your full New Zealand conditional license with the condition that you can only drive with a supervisor. And then to remove that condition, you have to sit the full practical test, and then that will remove that condition if you pass, and then you'll be able to drive unsupervised and without any conditions. So how long have you been in New Zealand? Tell us a little bit about your journey within New Zealand and how much driving you've done here.
First of all, thank you so much, and a big fan of you, your YouTube channel, and I got a lot from your YouTube channel. So I'm doing Masters in Civil Engineering from University of Auckland. So it's been 6 months here since I arrived, and I haven't driven the car here because it's left and right system. I've been driving in the Middle East for around 20 years. So the only thing here is left and right thing, and I am sure you're going to help me with this.
Excellent. So you haven't driven in the last 6 months at all in New Zealand. Have you driven in any other countries where you've driven on the left side of the road?
No.
No? What about in Pakistan, for example?
No.
No?
I never driven.
So all of the driving you've done has always been
Yes.
on the right-hand side of the road. Okay. But have you been a passenger then with anyone in New Zealand, or have you been a passenger in Pakistan?
Going to different places. I'm in the taxis or Ubers or something like that. Yeah.
So you'll
and
have.
I've been observing all this time the configuration of the roads. What happens is that when you change the steering side, the configuration of the road of the country is accordingly changed. So that's why I have been observing all these things.
So one great tip for you then today is always make sure that the center of the road, the center line of the road is on your right hand side. So you should be closest to the center line. Never should I be closer to the center line.
Oh yeah.
So that's one top tip for today. Okay, so what we'll do today is going to be a full mock driving test similar to the full license test. We'll go for a drive, we'll go through some basic maneuvers, turn, single lane, multiple lane, roundabouts, changing lanes, merging, and I'll give you some feedback as we drive along. But it is really an assessment today versus a driving lesson. I need to understand where your driving's at, but also taking into consideration you've never driven in New Zealand yet. Any questions before we begin?
Not so far as of yet. Maybe at the end of the session.
Okay, excellent. Well, whenever you're ready then, I'll get you to go into reverse, release the handbrake, and then let's reverse out to the right like this so we can head in that direction to the left. Ahead. Follow the road to the right, and then let's turn left out of the driveway. The indicator's on the other side. Signal is on the other side. Yeah.
Okay. So the right?
Yes, left, please. Yes. Signal is on the other side. Take your time. Take your time in the first 5-10 minutes, just getting used to the indicator, the signals.
Yeah, for me, this left-right thing is a big issue. So there was a question in my mind about the speed limits. I forgot to ask actually. Where to see the speed limits? Is there any speed limit?
So this is all 50. This is all 50 until you pass another speed sign.
Ah, I see.
So this road is 50 Ks. A little bit to the right. You're getting too close to the curb. No, you're just getting too close to the curb. At the traffic light, turn left. That speed as well. Remember that speed, it's 50k here. 50 kilometers. At the traffic light, turn left. Indicators on the other side. Take your time. Remember to keep a lookout on your left mirror too, because we've got the curb and any parked cars on the left hand side as well. At the next street, turn right. Let's turn around at the end of the road. Good. Indicating right. Yes. At the end of the road, turn right. Faheem, do you know what shoulder checks are? Blind spot check? Yep.
Yes,
Perfect. Okay. Yep.
Verifying.
At the roundabout, turn right, 4th exit. Turn right. Yes, you need to indicate. Right lane. Exit this way. Yes, stay in this lane. You must indicate left. Yes. more to the right, a little bit more to the right. So you're going over the line. Have a look into your left mirror, Faheem. Yep, so you're very close to the center line there between our two lanes. And 30k is on. So now you must hold 30 until you pass the higher speed sign.
That's the 50, I believe.
Yes, only when you pass it.
Yes.
A little bit more to the right, a little bit more to the right. Yep.
I think that's the reason you mentioned in the first place that keep in mind the center line, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, no, you've been doing good. You did well at the roundabout. You did well at the first couple of turns that you turned into the correct lane position. You have the right of way. You have the right of way. Keep going. Keep going. Just be careful. Just be cautious. But at the next street, turn left. A little bit more to the right, a little bit more to the right, yes.
The next question was the cars parked in the streets. Do we need to indicate right while crossing the road? I mean, from the center line.
Yes, you do. So if you're passing the center line, just a little bit more to the right. Yeah, you're getting very close to the cars on the left. Keep 1.5 meters from the parked cars. Enough distance if someone opens the door, we don't hit them. Yes, good, that's better position. At the end of the road, turn left. The other side, the indicator's on the other side. At the end of the road here, turn left. See, Faheem, this one is a stop intersection, same as that other one. You have to come to a complete stop. If not, it's an immediate fail error for the test.
Nice.
Also, see, we're turning left. We should be positioned on the left side of the lane. If it's wide enough, we should be on the left hand side, and if we're turning right, we should be on the right side of the lane. Yeah. A little bit more to the right. Yep, just getting a little bit close to the curb there. At the end of the road, turn right.
So this is not the yellow line in just as an example, right?
Correct. So this is a give way. That one was a stop.
Okay.
This is just one lane, so move into the center. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a repair work. I think.
Yeah,
It's
just
patchwork.
patchwork. So you can see the 30k ahead signs. So those are caution. You know, there's a speed change coming up.
Okay.
Stay in the lane. So it's still 50 here. Until you get to the 30k sign, you have to be at 30 by the sign. From here it's 30. Yeah. At the next street, turn right. Up there. Move into the right side of your lane. When you're turning right, turn from the right side of your lane into the right side of your lane.
I was getting too close to the left.
Yes. Left turn into the street here. Sorry, late notice. U-turn. No need to indicate left, just indicate right.
Okay.
Yeah. And also check your mirrors, check your blind spot right. Shoulder check right. Yes. At the end of the road, turn right. So you can move a little bit more to the right. Yep, just imagine where the center of the road might be. Yep.
It's a little tricky because you cannot see the lines most of the time. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure why some roads just don't have the lines painted. So remember, 30k ahead, and by the 30k sign you have to be at 30.
Oh,
At the end of the road, turn right. Stay to the right of your lane. When safe, change lanes to the left. The indicator's on the other side. Yep. Do your shoulder check before you finish it, before you move. Left turn at the roundabout, first exit. Yes, you can turn your indicator on. Yes.
plus, so I think we are fine with it.
Yep. Yeah, try to stay as close as possible to 50. You're an experienced driver, so you shouldn't have too much problem with maintaining speed. But sometimes you are accelerating fast into the intersection, so when we're coming to the intersection, then you can decelerate instead of accelerate into the intersection. Give you more time to look for your lane, look for your gap, look for any speed signs. At the intersection, turn left. Good, nice.
There's no signal at this point.
Yep, so you can carry on through. You have to give way to your right, and if the vehicles there are stopped, then you can carry on through.
So it was called as free right or free left in Middle East.
Yes, yes. So turn left at any time, giving way to your right. When safe, change lanes to the right. Just be careful about that speed. 5 k's over the speed limit will be a critical error, which will be a minor mistake. Let's change lanes to the left when safe and turn left at the traffic light. Merge. So you need to indicate right, check your mirrors, check your blind spot right for the merge.
Okay. So at the entrance to the 2 lanes.
Yes.
Couldn't see that.
So when 2 lanes become 1, then you have to go through that process. Yes, you're doing well, you're doing good. Yep, so make sure that's always on your right. At the end of the road, turn left. Watch out for the curb. Whoa. Yep.
That's close.
Yes, yes. Here's another merge. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Yes. And check your blind spot right. When 1 lane becomes 2, you should keep to the left lane. as per the road code.
With the signal.
Yes, when the lane splits, just to position yourself to the left, signal, mirror, blind spot,
Okay.
and then just keep it in the left lane. Only use the right lane if you're overtaking, turning right, passing.
This is going to take time to understand.
Yeah. And remember, we've just gone through a 30k zone, so you should be 30k. And when safe, let's change lanes to the left. At the roundabout straight ahead, second exit, number 2. Good. At the traffic light, turn left.
Safe.
Yep, you can turn into the left lane. Yep. Because there's 2 lanes, 1 lane turning right, 1 lane turning left. At the VTNZ, let's turn left. Second driveway, 1, 2. Keep left, and then turn right into this driveway here.
Need to park?
Yes, please, and park up anywhere on the right hand side. A little bit more forward, I think, just so that, even though we're a small car, but just so that we're off the road. Excellent. Yeah, you can go into park, apply the handbrake, and then turn the ignition off. All right, Faheem, we're back in one piece. How was that?
Not bad, but it seems like it's going to take time.
Yeah,
going to take time for me,
obviously.
actually,
Yes.
because I have issues with the lanes, one, and then with the identification of the signs,
Yeah.
because I have to see the signs. I mean, I believe that roads are not really safe here because there is no partition in most of the places, no medians in a sense.
Yep, no center line
So,
in some
no
places.
center line some places, no road marking
Yep,
in some places.
that's true.
So need to figure out, need to work on it.
Of course. But that's normal, isn't it? I mean, that you will have to get some practice to get familiar with the road rules, the signs, and the norms of driving on New Zealand roads. That's like anywhere, really, isn't it? But I thought you did quite well, given all of that. Like that, this was the first time that you were driving in New Zealand.
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't have recommended for a mock test as the first session.
Yes.
Would have recommended having done lots of driving. If you can think about like the normal process, it's like learner to restricted and then restricted to full. Between learner and restricted, there's a minimum wait time of 6 months. And that the recommendation is that a learner driver drives 120 hours. 120 hours between learner and restricted. Just driving with a supervisor. And then between restricted and full, it's 18 months. So if you multiply the 120 by 3, because it's 18 months now, it's another 360 hours.
Yeah.
So the assumption kind of is that a regular domestic driver will have driven like 480 hours before coming and sitting the full license test. So you're kind of aiming for at least 50-60 hours of driving.
I made a mistake, maybe I would like to mention for your viewers, maybe
Yes.
just in case, because as soon as I arrived, I should have
Yeah.
driven on
Yeah.
the international license.
That's right.
I shouldn't have converted my license to the New Zealand license, restricted one.
That's such a big call out, because now, it used to be 12 months, but now I believe it's 18 months or 24 months. I can't remember.
It's 18 months,
18 months,
One and a
right?
half year.
Where you can drive on your international license. So use that time to get familiar with driving on New Zealand roads without having any conditions on your converted license when you convert. And then when you're comfortable, then you go sit your theory test to convert, and then sit the practical test. But then obviously there's the other flip side of that people want to try and convert so that they can get jobs and stuff like that. So it's a difficult one. But I thought, Faheem, you did really, really well today. There was a couple of things, obviously, that I wanted to call out. The blind spot checking, so that's really important here. Same as the Middle East, I imagine, because I know that people that have set their tests there have also talked about the importance of blind spot checks. So anytime before you're reversing, you have to check your blind spots. And then anytime that you're moving side to side, so changing lanes, even turning left, turning right, merging when two lanes become one. When we change lanes into a flush median like this, when we want to turn right, we move into the middle of the road to turn right. When the lane splits into two, like a lane split, then you can also, one lane becomes two, then you should move into the left lane by default, and you should indicate, check your mirrors, check your blind spot. Also, I suppose the mirror checks were good, but now that you've switched to driving on the other side of the road, also focus on the left-hand side, because you were getting very close to the curb at some places, very close to the center line. And then obviously just a little bit of work to do with the scanning. Obviously there's a lot going on today, in today's session, because your first time driving my car, first time that you're driving after 6 months. It's a mock test, so there's a lot to try and think about, but definitely you want to identify those signs, those speed changes early. Also, we talked about lane positioning, so just positioning yourself to the center left of the lane, but not so far to the left that you're close to the curb or that you're in the gutter line, or also that when you're turning, like for example, if you're turning right, you should turn from the right side of your lane into the right side of the lane, and if you're turning left, you turn from the left side of your lane into the left side of the lane. So even small things like that. Just the merge, when two lanes become one, you have to indicate. When one lane becomes two, you should indicate two. You should also indicate when merges, but otherwise your indication was good. The roundabout indication, that was good. About the maneuvers, when we came to the end of the road and we're doing a U-turn, you have to indicate right, check your mirrors, check your blind spot right. So no need to indicate left for the dead end. Flush median from the top of the road. When you're changing lanes into a flush median to turn right, that's the purpose of the flush median, that you can shelter in the middle while you're waiting to give way to oncoming cars. But you have to check your blind spot before you change lanes.
Getting to the right, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so
just like a change lane, really, when we're changing lanes. Same with that one. Change lanes, check your blind spot. That lane merge, a couple of times we merged, two lanes became one. You need to indicate, check your mirrors, check your blind spot. And then the positioning comments, keep centered left of your lane. And when you're turning left, turn from the left into the left. And if you're turning right, stay to the right of your lane into the right of your lane. Does that make sense for him?
Yes.
Yep. So just even within your lane, then you have to maintain the correct kind of lane position. So a couple of critical errors and a couple of immediate failure errors. Like for example, the first time that we went through a merge, just on this road actually, you didn't indicate, you didn't check your blind spot. So that's critical error each time. In fact, there was a couple of times that we went through some merges. So more than once. but each time that you don't indicate and you don't check your blind spot, it will be a critical error. You're only allowed one critical error in the full license test. Then at some point, there was a couple of times where you were kind of hitting 55 in the 50 zone. Obviously, new car, you're still getting used to the accelerator, but you would want to stay within the speed limit. Then a couple of times as well that we went through those roadworks that were 30k and we were doing 40. So you need to scan ahead, identify the speed limit, and then get to that speed before the speed sign. And then there was once when we went through a stop intersection and you kind of stopped, paused, but then you carried on through. You need to come to a complete stop with all four wheels motionless. So the first time I called it out, and then the second time you stopped correctly, so that was good.
So that's the yellow sign thing.
Yes,
that you mentioned.
yes.
Okay.
So those are immediate failures, like if you're going more than 10 k's above the speed limit, or if you don't stop for a stop sign, then those are immediate failure errors. That's when the test will be terminated. So I think you've done quite well, Faheem. I mean, considering that it's the first session that you're doing, but obviously you're going to need to get that practice before you do your test. Any questions for now?
No, because you pretty much explained it very well actually. So I have to concentrate, or I have to work on these critical or immediate failure things. So yes, I'll go through with this.
Excellent. So thank you to everyone for watching. Like the video, subscribe, join the channel, and we'll look forward to hearing back from Faheem at some point with an update on how he gets on with his full license test. Cool. Thank you everyone, and safe driving.